Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's episode is intentional and deliberate living every day. Are you intentionally and deliberately living your life, or are you just reacting to everything in your life? And think about this. Don't just hear it and move on, but think about it. Are you intentionally and deliberately living your life, or are you just reacting to things that happen around you and in your life? Intentional and deliberate living means you have a plan and are making conscious choices about your life. And it means that you're making conscious choices about everything that's important in your life. This is something I learned from my coach, and it took me quite a while to really get it. But once I finally started to understand what she was trying to help me with here, it was like a slap upside the head when I finally got it. And it's had such a profound effect on my life since I got it. Once I figured out that I needed to be intentional, and I needed to be deliberate in everything I did, and that really started to sink in. I started seeing huge changes. Just like starting this show that you're listening to now. I'd thought about it for a long time. I'd made some plans. I was struggling to get started. But once I decided to become intentional and deliberate and follow through, and this is what I want to accomplish, and this is very important in one area of my life, and I started planning it out and took step by step, and I'm intentionally and deliberately doing what I want to do in this area of my life. And I'm working on it every single day. So, once again, intentional and deliberate living means you have a plan or plans, and you're making conscious decisions about your life. When you start using intentional and deliberate living every day, you're taking control of your life. And if you feel like your life's out of control, this is the absolute best way to start getting more control and feeling like you have more control of your life. Start living intentionally and deliberately. Take time right now to think of ways you can be more deliberate and more intentional in what you're doing. If you've got success goals that you're not achieving, what can you intentionally and deliberately do every day that's going to bring you closer to them? If you feel like your life's out of control, what can you start doing intentionally and deliberately every day to get more control? I always say that control equals freedom. The way to get more freedom and to feel more free in your life is to get control. And the way you get control is you figure out what you need to do and you do it. You don't wait for other things to happen. You don't react to things. You're making things happen. You're not reacting to things. You're looking ahead at what might happen and you're preparing for it. This is the control that intentional and deliberate living every day can help you with. This is really powerful, and until you really think about this and start using it to see how powerful it is, you might not realize how powerful it is. So don't make the mistake of ignoring this and just thinking it doesn't work, or think that you can't be more intentional and more deliberate, because you can. If you want more success, start with using more intentional and deliberate living every day. Start making plans. Start mapping out your future. Map out how you're going to get what you want. Figure out a plan and break it down step by step, and then start doing the steps of the plan. This is as simple as it can be for intentional and deliberate living. Instead of just doing it whenever or when you think of it, figure out exactly what time you're going to do it and what it is you're going to do. What can you do to bring you closer to the success you want? What step can you take next that's going to help you? This is living intentionally and deliberately, and you need to do it every day. Remember the end of what the show's about: intentional and deliberate living every day. And you're going to struggle at first. When you first try to live intentionally and deliberately, you're going to struggle doing it even for one full day. You might even struggle to do it for a couple hours. That's natural. That's okay. You just need to start, and you need to keep working and focusing on it every day. And eventually you'll be able to string together a couple days and then a week. And then you're going to find that you're able to live most of your life intentionally and deliberately, as long as you work on it and focus on it every day. And then once you reach that point where you're able to do that every day you're working on intentionally and deliberately living and working towards what's most important in your life, you're going to feel more control and more freedom. You're going to realize how powerful this is once you start using it. But if you never get started, if you never give it a try, you're never going to find out how powerful this can be in your life. Intentional and deliberate living requires conscious choices and specific plans and action. Conscious choices. You want to choose how your life works and how it goes. You get to choose the success in the areas of life you want to achieve. And then you make specific plans to achieve the success you want, to achieve the things that are important to you. And then you take action every day. Intentional and deliberate living requires conscious choices, specific plans, and action every day. But once you figure out how it works and you start doing it, you find it's much easier than it sounds. And you start seeing a little success with intentional and deliberate living. It gives you the momentum to keep doing it more. Managing and using your time is the heart of intentional and deliberate living. I've done a couple shows in the past that talked about different time management techniques and the power of time management. And you should, if you struggle with time management, you should look up those shows and listen to them. Because once you learn how to manage your time effectively and how to protect your time, because it is the most valuable asset you have. I did a show about that too. Time is your most valuable asset. Once you learn how to manage, use, and protect your time, it really helps you achieve what you want to achieve. It helps you get the control and the freedom that we're talking about. You know where you're going and you know how to get there when you're using intentional and deliberate living. And that's what all of us want. We want to know where we're going and we want to know how to get there. Because if we know where we're going and how to get there, then we know with confidence all we have to do is start taking action and work the plan. Every day means every day. If you're going to have success using intentional and deliberate living, you have to be consistent. You need to take consistent action and work on it every single day. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up, but jump right on back on the action the very next day and don't miss another day. If something comes up early in the day and just ruins your whole day and you don't get to take action, take one step, one small thing before you go to bed, even if it only takes a minute or 5 minutes. Do something so you don't break the momentum. And if that's simply impossible, then get up the next day and do something immediately when you get up so you get back the momentum. It's difficult to do this perfectly at first. Once again, it's okay if you make mistakes at first and you struggle. It's okay. It's a process. As long as you consciously make decisions. Remember, it requires conscious choices, specific plans, and action. And as long as you're doing that and you're consciously trying to live intentionally and deliberately every day, you're going to improve. You're going to get better at doing this, and you're going to see improvement in the control you have in your life. Start using intentional and deliberate living every day in one area. Just pick one simple area of your life and try it. Try it for an hour a day. Plan out every minute for an hour. Make a conscious decision of what you're going to do and deliberately do it. And then grow from there. Expand into more time and expand into other areas as you see how powerful this is. Intentional and deliberate living every day gives you more control and more freedom. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.